on earth emanates from the green of the planet. Now, I request the principal to water the plants. I request the AO sir to join me. Thank you, sir. In the right light, at the right time, everything is extraordinary. Now, I call upon the principal to light the lamp. I request the vice principal to present. And AO sir. Praying is not just for the greater good. Prayer is the greatest good. Now, I call you into prayer. Father in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom comes, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not put us to test, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, power, and glory forever and ever.
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धि कौतुके सदा
The power of music makes all the difference with motivation throughout the day. Now, we call Mrs. Mercy and Mrs. Pravina for prayer song.
Our world is darkened by sorrow and pain. Life is a hatred and fear. Untold is misery, hunger and pain. have no room. Bombs are exploding, people are dying. Trouble the world that is flying. Lift the banner of peace and let it fly high. Lift the banner of peace to the sky. Lift the banner of peace and let it unfurl. Give your message of peace to the world. Lift the banner of love and let it fly high. Lift the banner of love to the sky. Lift the banner of love and let it unfurl. Give your message of love to the world. Come and reach out your hand, united we stand. Give your message of peace to every land. Come on, reach out your hand, united we stand. Give your message of love to everyone.
Thank you, Lucas. I request the principal sir, vice principal sir, and leaders of the class.
Women art form that allows people to express a wide range of thoughts and emotions. The famous Gujarati hymn Vaishnava Jalato was played by Nancy Mehta and was one of the favorite songs of Gandhi Jayanti. Here we present you a dance by the students of grade 9.
Beautiful performance, children. There is nothing better than expression in words. Now, I call Mr. Pandit to give us a talk.
गांधी जयंती है 2 अक्टूबर 1869 में गांधी जी का जन्म हुआ था। गुजरात के एक गांव पोरबंदर गांव था, उसमें गांधी जी का जन्म हुआ था। गांधी जी के पिता का नाम करमचंद गांधी था और माता का नाम पुतलीबाई गांधी था और उनके वाइफ का नाम कस्तूरबा गांधी था। गांधी जी हमारे देश के नहीं बल्कि पूरे विश्व के नेता थे। उनको बापू के नाम से भी जानते हैं। गांधी जी के कुछ सिद्धांत थे, उस सिद्धांत पर सभी को चलना चाहिए। उनका सिद्धांत सत्य अहिंसा। गांधी जी कहते थे कि जहाँ पर सत्य है वहीं पर ईश्वर है, जहाँ पर अहिंसा है वहीं पर एकता है। गांधी जी और भी उनके सिद्धांत हैं। ब्रह्मचर्य, विश्वास, स्वास्थ्य, विचार, श्रम, इस प्रकार से गांधी जी के सिद्धांत हैं। सभी को गांधी जी के सिद्धांतों पर चलना चाहिए। गांधी जी को भारत ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे विश्व का ही मार्गदर्शन किया है। पूरा विश्व ही उनको मानता है, उनको बापू के नाम से भी मानता है। और सबसे बड़ी चीज यह है, आज 2 अक्टूबर अंतर्राष्ट्रीय अहिंसा दिवस भी है। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय अहिंसा दिवस। अहिंसा का मतलब ही समझ रहे हैं, एकता की भाव, प्रेम की भाव। जहाँ अहिंसा है वहाँ उसमें एकता भी रहती है। इस प्रकार से हमको गांधी जी के सिद्धांतों पर ही चलना चाहिए। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। आंधी में भी जलती रही गांधी तेरी मशाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। आंधी में भी जलती रही गांधी तेरी मशाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। दे दी हमें आजादी बिना खड़ग बिना ढाल, साबरमती के संत तूने कर दिया कमाल। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम, रघुपति राघव राजा राम।
சான்றோருக்கும் என்னை போன்றோருக்கும் அன்பு கலந்த வணக்கம். இன்றைய நன்னாளில் உன்னதமான மனிதரை பற்றி ஒரு சிறு கருத்து. அமைதிக்கு ஓதுகொள்ளும் என்ற கருதை இருந்ததுதானே அன்பு உள்ளமே. உங்களை காண மக்கள் வெள்ளமே சூழ்கிறது. நீங்கள் மண்ணை விட்டு சென்றால் உங்கள் முகம்தான் இந்த தேசத்தை ஆள்கிறது, சரிகிறது, சொல்கிறது. நீங்கள் 1000 அவமானங்கள் பற்றதும் வெள்ளைக்காரன் துணிகளை தீயில் சுட்டது. மறுஜென்மம் உண்டென்றால் உங்களை காணும் வன்மை இந்தியர்கள் வீழ்ந்தாலும் இதையாக எழுதும். காசுகள் கொட்டி இருந்து கலர் துணி போதும் என்றார். வலிமையாக இருந்த போதும் எளிமைதான் இனிமை என்றார். அரிச்சந்திரன் நாடகம் கண்டு அவர் வழியில் நடந்து சென்ற மக்கள் மனதில் நீங்கா இடம் நிறுத்த அண்ணல் காந்தி வழியில் நாமம் செல்வோம் என்று கூறிக்கொண்டு இத்தனை நல்வாய்ப்பு வழங்கிய முதல்வருக்கும் ஆசிரியர்களுக்கும் நன்றி கூறி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Hello. Very nice to see you all participating in this solemn occasion where we are celebrating the birth anniversary of two of our great noble souls of our country. One we are all aware of. The second one also we are all aware of. When we see the portrait here, we recognize that today is also the birth anniversary of Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, second Prime Minister of our country, and he was known for his simplicity, humility, and his straightforward thinking. And he was very brave. He was very short in height, but very brave. He was instrumental when the Indo-Pakistan War of 1965 was in progress, and he ensured that the Indian army stood strong and won the battle. And he was also known for the Green Revolution and also the White Revolution. So we should understand history is an important aspect where we understand the significance of the contributions great people. I don't think I'll be able to stand, or many of us will be able to stand before them. If they were here, we will not be able to match any of their qualities. They are all great in many ways, and we have to walk the path with great struggle to reach a height where we will also be known for the qualities of certain aspects. It's a very hard task, a Herculean task, not an easy one to accomplish, but we should always try. We should also understand that this is one of the best national festivals of our time. As the whole world is participating in it, as the whole world is celebrating it as an International Day of Non-Violence. I don't think there's any other country in the world which has got such a rich combination of national festival and international day. But India has got such great people that the world recognizes them for their acts and for their valor and for their simplicity. So we should understand that great leaders were always thinking for the welfare of all. Gandhiji was a reformer of individuals. So whenever he used to do anything, he used to think many times. In January, I'm sure you all know, just repeating, in January 1930, he was caught in a dilemma whether to go with civil disobedience movement or whether we should go with armed rebellion. In both, there would be a lot of risks for the lives of people. If it is civil disobedience movement, we will not be going for violent actions. It would be only going with peaceful strategies. But in armed rebellion, we would also involve by taking arms and fighting against other forces and then trying to engage in a warfare. And there will be great loss of human life on both sides. And Gandhiji was against the loss of any human life. So he was in a fix. What to do, how to do, where should I think of, how can I guide myself? That is what he thought. How can I guide myself to take a decision? It was a very important decision, and this decision which he took shook the entire British Empire, and then we got independence in a very peaceful way. So he said he was waiting to listen to his inner voice. He was waiting to listen to his inner voice. He was waiting for some inner voice to give him the direction. For 6 weeks he was contemplating. For 6 weeks he was contemplating. So then he felt after 6 weeks, then he understood what he has to do. So the inner voice, what will be the inner voice? He questioned himself many times in his life. What is that inner voice? The inner voice can be the voice of God. The inner voice can be the voice of David. As Gandhiji believed, God and David, both of them are wrestling in your breast, and they are there in you. Then how does the inner voice guide you? If I have to understand my inner voice and guide myself and act, then the consequences of the act will decide which inner voice you have listened to, whether it is the inner voice of God or the inner voice of the devil. Acts determine the inner voice. So that is important to understand. Everyone has to understand this concept. Our acts determine the inner voice. So whatever inner voice says, and if you go on acting, and if it is resulting in some harmful situations for others, then we are listening to the inner voice of the devil. So we will have to be careful in listening and understanding the inner voice and going ahead with our actions. So that is one incident where Gandhiji was troubled for a very long period of time in contemplation. Right? He was contemplating for a long period of time. Then, after contemplation, he decided what he should do and wrote a letter to the Viceroy, Lord Irwin, at the time, indicating, addressing the Viceroy as dear friend. Dear friend. It is surprising that some enemy, we are going to write a letter to an enemy, and how do we address? We will address sir, ma'am, or just Mr. So and so. That's how we do. Because we are normal human beings and we don't have the strength to call an enemy as a friend. So he addressed dear friend. Then he started his line of thought. Then he indicated that India will be going with civil disobedience movement if Britishers do not withdraw the salt laws, revoke or repeal the salt laws. Yeah? So that is something which we should understand. And in that letter, he has indicated, I do not want harm to any Britisher. See the word. I do not want harm to any Britisher. Britishers are killing us every day. During that period, every day there is somebody dying because of some lathi charge or somebody who is shot. But he says, I do not want harm to anyone, any British. I don't want to cause any harm to anyone. How great it is. This is what is important to understand from great leaders, from noble souls. Then he writes again in the same way that if there is any legitimate right of any Britisher in India, we will honor it. I don't understand this. What right a Britisher can have in India. But he says, if there is any legitimate right, if any Britisher claims a legitimate right in our country, we will honor it. That is something which you should all read and find out for yourself. How great people were there and what sort of people they were. And they had treated everybody as their own. They have not treated only Indians or only one group or only Gujaratis or only some people. They have treated everybody in the world as their own brothers and sisters. Right? This is called something very noble. Noble thoughts were there in the minds of people, and the leaders were made in such form. And we are very lucky that we are born in such a great nation where there is rich tradition, culture, and all values. So we need to understand that we are not in an ordinary land. We are all born in a great nation and we have qualities which can make us great. Only thing is we have to explore. We have to explore. Nobody is bad or nobody is having any evil thought in them. It's only the inner voice which guides us and act and then make us different from others. If we listen to our inner voice carefully and then work out what we should do, and if it is beneficial to all the members, then we should continue with our acts. Otherwise, we should rethink and review the acts. That's very important. Then the other incident which is always there in my mind is the way he used to travel to remote areas in those days when there was no transport. When I am having a car, I find it difficult to travel 3 hours, right, comfortably. And during those days, when he has to walk miles and miles, 200 miles, 300 miles, covering distances for the sake of making people aware that they are all brothers, that everyone will be equally treated, everyone is equal, make them understand and to remove the strife, Hindu Muslims were not having unity at that time. A lot of people were killing each other. Hindus were killing the Muslims were retaliating, and it was all happening. It was particularly a village in East Bengal, Naupali. If you have read history, you know that. And he was very much in trouble when he hears that there is a death, that the Muslim killed the Hindu retaliated, killed the other fellow. All these things were troubling him, and he went to that village all alone, with a walking stick. And then at the age of 77, he was traveling to every place and without any shoes or cheppals or anything, because it was a journey of penance. It was a journey of penance. What is penance? Penance is something which is done for purification. So he was feeling bad that we being human beings, we are treating others in a different way and creating, difficulties for every other thing. So he was not in favor. There were no roads. There was water everywhere. Somewhere there were only, a sort of ditches which he has to walk. So he was walking empty, without bare feet. He was walking without wearing any shoes or any cheppals. I think history, if there is any history teacher, they will be able to guide us properly. So it was really, when you read all these things, you feel so different. Yeah? It is difficult to understand how people live and then how they struggle, not for their gain, for the peaceful existence of the human beings everywhere they are working on. And is it not great? Is it possible? Because I think I will be only thinking of my family, my next, they should be living peaceful. I don't know what others. This is how we are moving right now. So our great grandfathers and people who lived during the independence era, during the pre-independence era, they were all thinking on the welfare of everybody in the world. Always, everybody knows, right now, everywhere there is a human tendency to indicate that we are all part of the global family, right? The world is our family. This is how people used to think in those days. And Gandhiji was one of the noblest souls who had existed. And then we would have been benefited for a long period of time. So we pay tributes to such great souls today. And then definitely the program which was organized by the group of teachers, they did it excellently. Appreciate the way you conducted in a very simple and in a very clear way you organized it. And I appreciate and thank all the members for being with us to celebrate and understand the significance of the sacrifices of great people. Thank you all for being here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You are very powerful, provided you know how powerful you are. Now, let us conclude the program with a bhajan.